Hey guys, so we're going to talk about properties of addition and multiplication today. Some of these properties you might have learned last year already, so I'm sorry that we have to go over them again. All right, the first one, I'm just going to go over the addition properties. There's commutative property. That means the order in which two numbers are added, they do not change. So if you had A plus B, that is the same thing as B plus A. To look at it with real numbers, you could have 3 plus 2. That's the same thing if we add 2 plus 3. It's a good looking 3. The associative property. The way you group three numbers when adding does not change the order, or do not change the sum, excuse me. So if I have A plus the quantity of B plus C, that is the same thing as the quantity of A plus B plus C. To look at that with numbers, if I have 1 plus the quantity of 2 plus 3, that's the same thing if I just add 1 and 2 together and then add 3 later. The identity property, the sum of a number and 0 is the number. So if I have A plus 0, that does end up equaling A. 5 plus 0 definitely equals 5. The sum of a number and its opposite is 0. So if I have A plus negative A, that should equal to 0. So if I have 2/3 and I add negative 2/3 to it, I get 0 back. All right, and then multiplication properties. Again, we have commutative property again. It's the same thing as addition. The order does not matter to find the product. So if I have A times B, that's the same thing as B times A. Associative property is the same thing as addition as well. The way you group three numbers when multiplying does not change the product. So if I have A times B times C, that's the same thing as A times B times C. So, for example, if I had 1/2 times 4 times 6, that is the same thing if I took 1/2 times 4 and then multiplied by 6. The identity property, almost the same thing as the addition one. The product of a number and 1 is the number. So if I have A times 1, I will get A back. So if I take negative 3, I multiply 1 to it, I do get negative 3 back. The property of 0. The product of a number and 0 is 0. So if you take any number, multiply it by 0, you will get 0 back. If I have negative 5/3, multiply that bad boy by 0, it does equal 0. And then our last property, the property of opposites. The product of a number and negative 1 is the opposite of that number. So if I take A and I multiply it by negative 1, I do get negative A back. Negative 3 times negative 1 does equal to positive 3, an opposite. I do have a assignment for you on Schoology, so please get that done. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.